Hey, what's up, guys? Gids here for another guide on Summoner's War Chronicles, and today we are going to talk about progression, mostly progression for your account, your character, if ever you don't know what to do next. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and start. Oh, but before that, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And also, all the things that I'm going to talk about or all the progression that I did on this account has been mostly on my live streams at twitch.tv/gidsgg. So if you have also additional questions on progression, team compositions, or whatever, just pop in there, say hi, and yeah, let's chat for a bit. Again, twitch.tv/gidsgg. Anyways, back to the video. First things first, for the progression, this is what I did for my account. I think most of you guys have already learned about the Holy Trinity, but you might be surprised why I don't have that right now. But I'm using Shumar, the Dark Hellhound. So actually, so let me just show you my team composition real quick. So I'm using Shumar, Konamiya, and Shannon. So most of you might have Iselia over Shumar. So Iselia is good. You can also have Bulldozer over Shumar. So those three are really good damage dealers. It really just depends on whatever you need. For me personally, I built Shumar because Shumar is a dark DPS and you don't really have any disadvantages against any water monsters. So any water dungeons that showed up, anything that's related to water, you're not going to have any problems. But anyways, those three still work, right? Bulldozer, Iselia, and Shumar, they work. As long as you have Konamiya and Shannon, your team will still be very balanced. And of course, I'm using Kina actually. That's why it's so much more easier to actually use Shumar because of all the other buffs and healing that Kina is providing. Okay? So that's the only reason why I'm using Shumar here. So don't worry if you're using Iselia or Bulldozer. Those two are still actually great. Let's start on with the progression part. So for progression part, you would always want to start off with your main quest. So it's this thing, Rahil Kingdom Story. Okay, of course you're going to start from Act 1 up to Act 5. And yeah, just focus on this one. Focus on this one. If ever you're getting stuck, then that's the time you're going to try to explore any other areas. But there are already so much stuff in the main quest that will already help you boost your monsters, strengthen your monsters, and all the things like that. I don't think I ever encountered any difficulty defeating all or any of the story quests. Probably just the boss parts, but it just took a couple of retries and dodging manually using skills of the monsters and all those kinds of things, because a lot of the bosses are actually really doable as long as you just pay attention to their skills and pay attention to your monster skills. And of course, just a quick tip here for everyone who are getting into trouble with their monsters. There's this whistle over here that actually calls your monsters to you, because if this one is unticked, even if you dodge away, your monsters might not follow you. So if you click this one, whenever you move, your monsters will move with you. Because if you don't click this one, then if you move, your monsters may still be attacking the enemy monsters, and that might cause them to die. So hopefully that helps you guys out when doing manuals in the main story quest. Main story quest, I think a lot of people will be able to complete up to chapter 46, 47, right? And then 48. As you can see here, I never really farmed any equipment. I never farmed any equipment. I think I talked to my stream about this one as well. I never really farmed any equipment for my summoner. I never really farmed any runes as well. Well, the only rune farming that I did was the trick that I showed you from a previous video, where you can just go to Rukurangma over here. Rukurangma, and teleport to this boss golem and AFK there, and you'll be able to get good quality 4-star runes that can actually help you in most of the content. But mostly all of the runes that I'm using are just drops from quests, drops from all the other stuff, or all the rewards that we are getting, because we're actually getting so much rewards from the game. Okay, so after you complete your main quest, the next thing that's up in here, because you'll already see it from here, right? At Act 5, Chapter 47, you're going to have to do area exploration quest. Now, doing your area exploration quest, I suggest you start with Rudalin. You will want to skip Caslan for a bit. Just go Teska, Aya, and Lawrence, and then Rukurangma. The reason why is because there's a lot of quests in Caslan that are actually for endgame, and you can't do it right away. But all the other stuff, as long as you've completed your main story quest, you can complete all the others here as soon as you can as well. So there are a lot of things here that gives you a lot of good rewards as well as summons, right? So there are a lot of summons here and equipments as well. So this is where I've been getting all the equipment that I've been using. So I never really farmed for anything until I've finished all these two, right? So right now you'd probably be stuck with the end game stuff already. So this is already chapter 50 for me, and I think there are only a few area explorations that are left for me as well over here. Every now and then, you'll be able to do your monster story as well. So, if ever you're struggling, whenever you're struggling anytime in the main story quest or area exploration, do your monster story quests. There are a lot of rewards here. You can just check them out. Click on search and click on the rewards. There are a lot of good stuff over here. And of course, if you've already unlocked the monster story for Ellen, the light Amazon over here, do it right away. I mean, this is going to help you strengthen your team so much more. Help you awaken 15 your Holy Trinity, Shannon, Konamiya, and Iselia, Shumar, or Bulldozer. Because if you look over here, this quest is going to give you all the necessary materials that you need to strengthen your Shannon and Konamiya. Right? So that's the two big things over here. So as soon as you unlock this one, go ahead and do it if you have not maxed out your Shannon and Konamiya just yet. But if you have already maxed them out, then it's still a good resource. There's still a lot of good resources that you can farm from this place, right? Especially essences, right? So look at this. That's 200 magic essences and 70 wind essences over here. So that's very, very easy resources that you can get from completing very, very simple tasks in this place as well. And also some runes over here. So that's 5-star hero grade runes, right? Our epic and hero grade runes, right? So it's a very, very good place to actually farm stuff. And of course, you can also just do your area dungeons as well. I've already completed most of mine except the last one. So I think this one's still pretty hard for me. I don't know if I can already do it, but I could try. But yeah, it's 271,000 power, so I can't really do that right now. But yeah, do area dungeon for rainbow mons, premium XP potions, and crystals. Okay, a lot of people have been asking on what you want to do with your crystals. If you like summoning, go to shop and buy the Summoner's Chronicles. Personally, I don't think the last one is worth it. I bought mine yesterday on stream and we summoned. I only got 1 5-star from the 16 legendary scrolls, and then of course there's two transcendent scrolls there, but usually you're just gonna want to get second copies of monsters that you already have for skill up. Most of the nat 5s or 5-stars in the game are actually trash and you don't need them, right? So you actually want to get a targeted 5-stars that you want to build. Okay, so after that one, okay, after you have completed your main quest, your area exploration, guard journal, right? Guard journal, do everything here. I'm still working on my adventure record now. But yeah, after all those things, go for Trial of Ascension. Trial of Ascension is the next thing that you would want to clear. Well, this is also in your area exploration where you have to clear up to floor 200. Actually, there's not much problem if you built your Holy Trinity already. I cleared mine with the same comp that I'm using right now, so I can probably show you over here. I did not do anything. It's just on full auto. The only thing that you have to do here is to just press next floor. So do this after you've completed your main quest and your area exploration, and I promise you, you'll be doing it so much easy from floor 1 until floor 200 just by clicking next floor. There might be some floors that you might have some trouble with, but as soon as you're seeing your team failing, you just have to manual it for a bit. I mean, it's no big deal, right? You should be able to do it all if you do it manually. But yeah, if you're doing it in auto and you notice that you're failing, then just do it manually. I think you should be able to do it, right? Okay, and after that one, you're going to want to do your raids. So foggy prison. Foggy prison is the way for you to get your legendary equipments for your summoners. So this is the time that you're going to start farming equipments for your summoners actually. So this is a good place to get it. And of course, you're going to start unlocking your path of trainings, path of adventure, and subjugations as well. So for me, I've already unlocked up to level 10 subjugation. For path of adventure, it's Tirglan's Cave up to level 14. I actually can't do level 14. I'm stuck on level 13 at the moment, but that's okay, right? You can still get some good runes from this place. Personally, path of training is bad. Don't farm here. Don't farm here. I mean, there's nothing really good that would come out of here. There is a chance to get a 5-star monster, but the chances are very very low. So don't waste your tickets and entries on path of training. You just have to unlock them on quests. I think there are certain quests that require them, but yeah, most of the time no. Just go to path of adventure for Tirglan's Cave or your runes, right? Usually it's just Tirglan's Cave, or for me personally, I also like Lava Cave. And for your tank monsters, go for Queen Spider's Nest or Forgotten Shrine for guard runes, energy runes. Well, energy and endure is much better, so Queen Spider's Nest is actually good, right? Subjugation is okay, but this is going to give you equipments as well, but you don't really need much because as you can see from finishing your main story quest, you will have your equipments over here already. So these are already good equipments over here. All the accessories are over here. Weapons as well will be given to you for free, so you don't really need to farm for it, right? So just focus on your monsters. Well, probably that's the main game plan for me because I'm using Kina, right? So the main goal of using Kina is to just be a support for your monsters and give all the focus to your monsters. That's why Kina is very, very beginner friendly as well. Oh, and by the way, again, I've mentioned don't focus much on equipments and enhancing as well. You can just go +6, +9. That's all that I did for all the equipments that I've ever had. So look at these equipments. These are all the story mode equipments, right? There's nothing crazy from the equipments that I have in my inventory right now. So they're all also just +6s and +9s. do the same thing for runes. Although for me, I've been pushing some of the runes to plus 15 already. So like this one is a legend rune. Some stats are not good, but the base stats are the main stat is really good. That's why you max it to plus 15. Other than that, it's not really worth it to push from plus 12 to plus 15. Just leave them at plus 12, leave them at plus 9, even if it's already okay, right? Because this is going to consume so much resources. Rune enhancement is going to consume so much resources. And you can see I have a lot of gold. You can see I have a lot of gold right now. So it's almost 6M. But later on, once we get all the good runes and all the good equipments, this will vanish into thin air. After you've been doing all that, I mean, the main focus now is really just doing your path of adventure, farming your runes at this point. Farming for good runes is really the only way to strengthen your monsters and progress to harder parts of the game. You're also going to want to farm Hall of Magic. I mean, you'll be farming Hall of Magic until level 10. Level 10 is very, very doable with the Holy Trinity as well. I just do a quick run here. I think it's a 30-second run for this team over here. One quick tip for people that want to use Shumar, you can click on your auto and disable auto use Soul Link 2, because actually you don't need that second skill. You just need the first skill, right? So this is just going to take a quick time, and this is where you can farm a lot of the Essence of Magics to awaken a lot of your monsters. And once you've reached this point, you can now start building monsters for the harder parts of the game. So like you can start building other teams that you want for specifically for Spires of Ascension. I think Spires of Ascension is the only other endgame content that we will be having at the moment. So you'll just be farming Foggy Prison and try to complete your Spires of Ascension and Trial of Ascension hard. So for me personally, this is where I'm heading. So I'm still just at floor 56 for Trial of Ascension hard. And for Spires of Ascension, I still have not continued. I'm 25 on Celestial and 0 for all the Elementals. So this is where you're going to have fun building and composing your teams. Probably that would be my next video, right? Building your team compositions on whichever monsters that you land on, okay? Because of course, I am free to play, but I managed to pull some monsters that I really don't want to be stuck, right? And yeah, as you can see here, I've already started building on other monsters that I would be using on my teams, especially Karambit. Karambit is a free 5-star that you will be able to get from the monster story. So if you scroll over here, so this is the Raven, Fire Raven, which is Karambit. So eventually, Shumar's runes will be transferred over to Karambit. And also, if I'm going to restore this guy, all the awaken levels or awaken resources will be transferred over to Helia. Okay. So yeah, I think it's very, very good to build Shumar early game and then restore him and then put all the resources on some other monsters. Okay, so these are all the monsters that I'm building right now. Bulldozer is built because there are a lot of challenges that there are some challenges that wants a warrior type. So I'm building him so that I have a warrior type monster instead of building lizard man. I don't like the lizard man. Okay, so that's mostly it. Probably the next one that I'll be building is the wind martial cat. Wind martial cat. Where is he? So it's this one. So I haven't built her yet. I mean, I don't have any runes for her at the moment. That's why she's not built. I would probably start rebuilding my Hell Lady over here because I have a lot of extra copies of her. So I've managed to pull her 3 times already. So yeah, I'll probably just give skill ups to her as well later on. But I'll be focusing first on Karambit. And then I actually am trying to summon Sekhmet first. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? But basically, that's it for my progression guide. If you have any more specific questions, let me know in the comments below. Also, I have a Discord server. You can just join and select a role for summoners. And we have a summoners chat over there. You can reach me through Discord as well. And of course, as I've said, I'll be streaming every day, 6 p.m. Philippine time. Okay? Catch me there if I'm live and say hi, ask questions, and whatnot. Okay, so that's basically it for me. Thank you very much for watching and see you again next time. Bye-bye.